We do have certain strengths that we can share with the rest of the world. We traditionally have a very strong STEM education in Serbia. We have introduced coding and programming as mandatory subjects in our primary schools back in 2017. Specialized IT classes, invested quite a lot in the capacity of tech faculties, and that has all resulted, for example, in us more than basically increasing our annual ICT exports by 10 times in the past 11 years. So these are the things that we can offer to the world and to other governments, including the UAE. But then with regards to digitalization and e-government services and always constantly improving, these are the things that we can learn from UAE. And we try to do it. Well, firstly, we start with coding when children are 10, 11 years old. So by that time, you know, I think they are already quite familiar with gadgets. I would say that it's not a problem for schools and education as such. It's more about families and the fact that we all should, I guess, think deliberately how much time our youth spends on the gadgets and how much time they spend in human interaction and physical activity. I would say, again, I would argue from what I know, education is absolute key for the success of any country. I would argue that UAE seems to be getting it right, especially with physical education activity in schools and gadgets and tech education. So again, I think in the fast-changing environment, in the fast-changing world that we live in, it is important to learn from each other and then adapt and implement what we have learned. Well, I think that the major challenge is probably a rapid change in the fast-changing environment in which we live in. The technology, the artificial intelligence, the impact of the artificial intelligence on our citizens, on the governments, on the way we as governments do business or govern. Governments are by default are often conservative. And now in today's world, what's required of the government is not to be conservative, to learn, listen, adapt, and then implement in order to always continuously improve services it provides to its citizens, investors, businesses. So I think that's the major challenge.